Leo, 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 hello. How are you guys? And happy weekend. Let's see what your energy is for the weekend. So this is going to be for Leo. Happy Labor Day weekend for those of you that celebrate Labor Day weekend. For those of you that don't, then happy weekend for you anyways. So we're going to get right into this and let's see what is your energy. So for you, we have the Empress, so this would be about creativity, abundance, nurturing an idea. What is it that you're nurturing? An idea where you feel challenged at having to make a choice. Something maybe that you're actually keeping to yourself with intuitively looking here. This is nurturing maybe two people. You may be trying to nurture maybe two people who see differences in opinions and stuff, and you might be trying to maybe take care of some children. I don't understand that one. I'm just getting that for you, Leo. And then again, for others of you, this is the Empress energy, wanting to nurture an idea, finding some challenges in it and making a choice, but in something that you're creating, a creative project, a get-together in your environment, but there's some indecision because of challenges, so you may not be sharing it, may not be communicating about it, and the outcome on this is the Page of Cups. So this looks like, okay, now you're going to implement going forward anyways, coming up with a solution and deciding, okay, I'm going to offer this. Maybe you get an offer, explore a new idea, feel some new emotions going forward in a new path, exploring the possibilities. This is like the beginning stages of something new. So you are nurturing an idea, but keeping it maybe to yourself with that Two of Swords is the middle energy. Let's see what Spirit is helping you with. What is Spirit helping you? Okay. What is, oh wow, okay, we're done on that. Just that fast. Wow. So they're helping you go forward in a dream, going in a direction of healing, towards your destiny, Leo. This is something they're helping you with, gaining knowledge and being under control emotionally, doing this and making any changes, but having your emotions under control. They're helping you with luck, with fortune, with going forward, destiny, and karmic. They're helping you with bringing things, making changes. There's change with that Wheel of Fortune here. My gosh, that's like bam. That is amazing. Okay, so let's see how your weekend is going to be like. We're going to pull from the Next World Tarot. This is the deck that I'm using, the Next World Tarot. Next World Tarot by Christy C. Rode. Let's see what is going on for your guys' weekend. I've pre-shuffled all these, so they've been shuffled like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times. So they're definitely cleared of any energies. So here we go. So the situation this weekend is involving having to be patient, waiting something out, looking for truths, and trying to figure out a piece of the puzzle. But there is time, there's healing. Maybe you've left something, maybe something's ended. You may have dealt with death or something in the recent past, because this is now going forward into a number 14, which is Temperance. So you've left something behind, and now this is figuring out the pieces of the puzzle. It looks like you're also going to be having to face the real fact of maybe there's some obsessive qualities in this situation. There might be some addictions that you're needing to face, but you're needing to figure out a piece of a puzzle of something. And so this is having to basically bide your time on a situation. The outside influence is the Six of Wands. So somebody has come forward and they seem to have managed to find a solution that is showing you, you know, you're finding like a solution towards having a sense of strength, feeling something passionate, like dealing with a challenge. So somebody or something outside of yourself has made you feel a victory, given you a victory. You've like succeeded, you found a solution. And so how does this make you feel? Looks like you feel like you're able to give guidance to other people. This is the teacher, this would be the emperor. This feels like this makes you feel like you would actually have the ability to have authority, make choices that are, you know, to put law and order, not law, but putting order into your environment and being more focused and more grounded and more logical about how to do something. But yet it's going to take some time. You have to maybe you have figured out the piece of the puzzle and you're ready to go forward and make the changes that need to be done. And this someone else has actually influenced you to feel victorious about this, have passion, giving you a solution basically, however that is. And how did I, so now this is time to conquer the demons that you, boy. Time to conquer the demons. So this is your goal, is to conquer those that are overpowering you, manipulating you, or any addictions. So this is you figuring out what needs to be taken care of. You figured out a piece of the puzzle, and this is feeling passionate too. So now your goal is to conquer what holds you back and what it is that you actually have in a rule, if your obsession is good or is it negative for you. And this is going forward. And how do you feel about that? Justice. Wow. So we're like right back down. Okay, so now you're making some new changes. You're finding truth and putting law. You're putting order, massive order. Aries energy here with Libra, balancing things out and feeling it in the heart. And your thinking is in your truth and the ideas and everything that you need to go forward. So you feel that this is something that is justified. So your outcome for this weekend is the Sun. Man, this is rebirth. Having a total freaking rebirth. Really passionate with your own energy here being represented with the Sun too. And yeah, burning things that no longer serve you and just having a clear idea of you could be going in the Sun. You know, we have this double energy of holding back, people overpowering you and you conquering that. Your feelings about this ending is the Queen of Cups. Ah, you guys, I think, who else got this? I'm trying to think who else got this. Gemini, I think, might have got it, or Taurus, one or the other. But anyways, your feelings about this is about love, of doing the right thing. It feels like you feel like you're patient and feeling a lot of love for yourself and maybe love for others around you. You're able to be dependent on. This is you being supportive. You feel like you can support others and you know truth. And as far as emotional, this is giving, you're able to give, you feel emotionally supported, emotionally supported by others maybe, but this is all about your emotions. Yes, patience and understanding and love of self. This is feeling freaking like, yes, I can make these changes because I've gained patience and understanding about what I do love. Feeling just freaking amazing. Now this is where your reading ends. Now we're going into story time, so you can lay back, close your eyes, and just listen as I tell you the beginning of your journey for this weekend. So the situation involves temperance. Let's go to temperance. Where is temperance? Having to find out the pieces of the puzzle, as I always call it. Working in tandem with land and sea, temperance finds a sense of grounding when she listens to what nature asks of her. When it rains, we seek shelter. When it's sweltering, we drink water. When we hurt inside, we face the sun and breathe deeper and faster. Temperance learned balance and patience. Feisty and aggressive in her teen years and constructively driven as an adult, she manifests her truest self without outside influence. When temperance is channeled, the kiss of a lover and the taste of a vice no longer activate your self-worth. Letting go of the ego now becomes the most vital path to joy. Temperance loves herself, her broken bones, her healed parts, and her humanity. Temperance may still fall. She's a musician, a woman, and a survivor of violence. She works nights, lives days, sleeps when she can, and fights when she can't. She will break sometimes, as the next world is being built on a world that historically silences women. So temperance paces herself into her next magical reality. Temperance asks you to forgive yourself with every break, but to try with every new morning. And your outside influence is the Six of Wands. So your outside influence. On some days, the world is in your favor, but your heart still festers within the rubble of pain and suffering. The Six of Wands knows we deserve to fully experience our setbacks, our rage, and our personalized methods of healing from pain, yet she manages to sit above that pain, embracing outside successes and smiling at the face of support. She asks you to embrace your worth and your work, while still questioning which demon will you conquer next. And with the teacher here as how you're feeling. The teacher. The teacher. The teacher. The teacher. The teacher organizes the platform for the debate, the arsenal for the life lesson, the guides for poetic imagination, the textbooks for growing up, and the never-ending stories. Having learned from experience, filled from obstacles, and regrouped through experimenting with right and wrong, the teacher gathers her research and separates it into control and variable positions. She wants us to be able to choose between self-reflection and action, righteous control, or an abuse of power. The teacher asks you to hone your wisest self and then turn chaos into a map. Through every triumph, every learning experience, and every moment of unwarranted silence or oppression, the teacher archives the principles that work for herself and for others, creating libraries that help kids learn the definition of justice. She asks you to isolate your mind from the noise and shut down the voices that challenge your intellect. She asks you to study justice. How can you aid and abate the situation at hand through truth and radical responsibility? Uncover a whimsical sense of responsibility that may forget to shower but always puts justice to the front. Your goal is the devil. The devil is the belief that the only way out is through aiding or siding with your oppressor. Sometimes we don't have the resources to immediately cut the ties, so how do we flourish and find self-preservation? How do we evade systems of oppression and eras of destitution? Americans are 5% of the world's population, but consume 25% of its resources. We live in a society where toxic values are handed to us as the safest, best option for survival. Sometimes those values or alliances erase our histories and uphold ideas that destroyed our sacred cultural past. Sometimes we have the choice to leave at the expense of our safety. Sometimes we choose to stay because we will suffer otherwise. Investigate your truth and your definition of safety. Who is truly being harmed? Who is truly safe? Are these ideas you believe in? Ask yourself, what is your limit? What are your alliances? Are you supporting, working for, capitalizing off of, or otherwise aligning with systems rooted in harm and toxicity? At some point, the core values of society become based on class and beauty standards that uphold white supremacy, misogyny, misogyny, I can't say the word, misogyny, and environmental terrorism. Our relationships to ourselves often mirror values that erase the complexities of actual human existence. Our relationship to nature often mirrors values that erase our connection to a universe that existed before industrialization, capitalization, and war. In your world, are spiritual connections, climate justice, and technology able to coexist? In the world we know, work and compromise are part of survival. In this process, we lose a connection to the centers of energy in our bodies that develop respect, open-mindedness, and an interest in personal evolution. Compromising yourself allows false heroes to save us. It allows you to create oppressive hierarchies based on power and greed, as opposed to justice and universal love. Count your wounds, forgive yourself for submitting to a practice you don't believe in, and then forgive yourself for quitting. Dig deep into the choices we make in order to survive and question what it takes to escape what no longer serves you. And then we have you feeling justice. My gosh. These readings are just like mind-blowing me today. When justice prevails, communities on the margins are elevated, yet the oppressor strengthens as it fins to maintain power. We see it in the history of world domination as the most intolerant conservatives have risen during times of human resilience. Renaming it civil disobedience, civil unrest is a necessary step in ending systems rooted in racism, misogyny, ableism, whatever that word is, ableism, homophobia, and hate. Justice is connecting to the root of a movement and fully practicing what you believe in. Justice is accountability. Justice is a rowdy party of truth and love and challenges and humanity. It's a lesson you learn now as it affects the lifetime you experience. Justice isn't about balance, but about a passionate attack on hate and prejudice. It's about elevating the voices on the margins rather than speaking for them. Justice asks you to practice your gut reaction, your radical response to injustice, and hone the power behind your black, brown, queer, magical, offbeat, or sometimes disregarded body. Justice is self-love against the odds. Justice is the march where you were finally able to say, I'm here, I'm queer, and I'm not freaking buying it. Justice is letting go of toxic. Not that you are any of those things. If you aren't, don't be offended, okay? This is just the author's writing of what justice means, and you can put any kind of character identity into place where you find offense. Justice is letting go of toxic affiliations that erased your personal power while being accountable to your role in them. Justice is sharing that power with those who need it. Justice is asking yourself the questions that will cleanse your conscience or otherwise let you breathe. What ancient power structures exist in your life because of tradition or history but challenge justice? Why do we forgive others for being unaware or dismissive of our struggle? Why am I here at this gathering, at this demonstration, in this movement, in this mind? Am I reclaiming a movement that is mine? Am I capitalizing off of it? Is my heart present? Am I being used, tokenized? Am I safe? Justice is finding a space where you can escape safety or death. where you can expect safety in wisdom. Justice is asking once and being held by the community that surrounds you at that moment. Justice is when you understand historical power structures, your own mistakes, and you navigate your privilege with awareness and compassion. Justice is knowing the feeling of home, knowing you are worthy and your breath, receiving validation, and having full authority over your body. Justice is fabulous, and she wants you present for her revolution. And then we have the outcome as the sun, which is like freaking awesome. And like the sun is freaking like rebirth here. So I don't know who this is hitting on, but man, it's pretty amazing. Let me get to the card. I can't find it. Where is it? Oh, it's right there. The sun is raw enthusiasm, so the outcome, raw enthusiasm and conscious levity. Living her life among towering sunflowers, the sun is clean soil, organic harvest, and the earth before destruction. She defies rules and art and allows her dreams to be extra. The sun reminds us that we are in charge of our ability to love. When you're a child, you feel the breath of your ancestors, the stories of your caretakers, and the newness of the world. When you pinch yourself and find a healed body, you feel miles from the debris of trauma and closer to feeling home in your reclaimed skin. The sun asks you to allow the light of birth, healing, rebirth, and raw joy to give power to your creative wisdom as you manifest a future that serves you. The sun reminds you to fortify your soul in tranquility and prepare for the sparkling intersections between calm and chaos. The sun's rays shake systems and enlighten communities. She asks you to do the same, to open the floodgates to the joy, confidence, and revolutionary self-love you deserve. And as the feelings that you're feeling, you have the Queen of Cups, a vessel of intuitive energy and a guardian angel. The Queen of Cups is an intuitive daughter of the ocean and a mother of lost souls. Her inner knowing allows her community to trust her to show up. The Queen of Cups follows the rides and the seagulls. She follows her heart and undoubtedly arrives at gatherings that require light and moments that require joy. The Queen of Cups is a vessel of your own truth. She asks you to reflect and detract from your recent history. Where are you now? Does your practice align with your purpose? Are you holding back? The Queen asks you to unleash your magic, wave your freak flag, and reveal the inner truth, as she will hold your hand every step of the way. The Queen of Cups asks you to hone your psychic energies, be that mirror, be that reflection into your soul as this journey thickens and your heart strengthens. Thank you for being here, Leo. Very eye-awakening here. This is mass change, destined, guided, and man, this is like, boom, creating a whole new world and just starting it out. This is starting out on that path towards something that you actually have a lot of feelings and new creativity there. Oh my gosh, just beautiful energy. Great reading for Leo for this weekend. Pretty interesting. There's so much major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 7 cards. 2 cards of victory and in your emotions. Man, being able to encourage and support others too emotionally, giving them that encouragement and nourishment that they need. That's your energy, Leo, male or female. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. May you have the best and give the best of yourself. And if you feel like you can't give the best of yourself, pull back and walk away, because people remember more. They'll usually sometimes remember you more for a negative, unbest self rather than the best self. Thank you.